611 right now. This is a wonderful tradition in New Orleans that dates back to the early 19th century, Reveillon dinners.
Restaurants across the city are offering special meals for you to enjoy. This morning, Chef Kev is taking us to Miss River and the new Four Seasons on Canal Street.
You know, down at the end of Canal Street, you've seen a lot of work taking place. The Four Seasons is now open, and guess what? There's no better place to come celebrate Reveillon than right here at Miss River. So let's go in and meet Chefs Alon Shire and Kelly Schmidt. Holidays in New Orleans. Don't you think they're totally different than anywhere else?
Oh my God. It takes on a whole nother level. I think because the holidays in New Orleans is more than just about the holiday itself. It's also about the food that comes along with those holidays and the layers of history behind that food and the amount of delicious dishes that you may only have during that holiday.
But that's something that you've always done with your recipes. You've taken things that you grew up as a kid and brought it to the menu.
Yeah.
So are there any special holiday traditions?
I mean, look, I love cooking for the holidays. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite times to cook. I make cranberry sauce that I've been making for about 20 years, and I really love it. We recently featured it here at Miss River. But I love cooking for Passover. Chef Kelly and I are making latkes with caviar right now for Hanukkah. And then of course we have the Reveillon menu. And the Reveillon menu holds such a special, unique place in New Orleans food history. I felt that Miss River was really the perfect place to kind of celebrate that.
Chef, I know you're from North Dakota.
That's correct.
How does someone from North Dakota adjust to New Orleans and Louisiana?
Well, New Orleans has been a city that I've admired for years. Watching people like Emeril and Paul Prudhomme really making a statement here. Chefs that I admired for years, and let alone the dishes that come with it. Been with Four Seasons for about 15 years, and this is my sixth hotel that I've worked at, so many different properties, including Denver, Hawaii, Boston. So you see a lot of cultures in those very rich environments. So coming to New Orleans was very new to me, but also comforting because it's something in a place that's very different, which is a lot of fun too.
Well, I do have to tell you, this is a place where you might tell them you want to stay for a while because this is a foodie city, and you'll have a lot of foodie fans. You'll see the same guys come in for lunch, come in for dinner over and over and over.
That's right.
To come see you and appreciate you.
And sometimes they're eating the same thing every time because it's that good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what, I hate to tell you this, but you're going to be one of us.
Well, I'm happy to be amongst all of y'all.
Well, I tell you what, everybody's celebrating today.
Yes.
So what do we have for the Reveillon? What are some of the specials that you're doing?
So we really wanted to kind of like take a approach with Reveillon that felt like you were coming out to party. You're gonna have a good time. And the past couple of years, we've all had to kind of sit at our houses, and now we're out, we're celebrating, so we wanted to take it to the whole nother level. And so we have some very traditional New Orleans dishes, and Kelly and team have been working so hard on like really tweaking those recipes. Some of the dishes we're doing is a crab stuffed deviled egg with Osetra caviar on top. Talk about taking it over the top.
Yes.
But deviled eggs are such a great classic Reveillon dish.
Exactly.
We have a citrus salad with all the local Plaquemines Parish citrus. We're currently doing blood orange, and we have a 12-year-old aged balsamic vinegar that we're drizzling over the top, along with some extra virgin olive oil. So that's kind of taking a really in-season ingredient here and putting that old Italian New Orleans spin on it.
And that's something that folks don't realize, the term farm to table.
Yeah.
I think in New Orleans cooking, Louisiana cooking, we've always had farm to table because we had to go catch it or go grab it.
That's right.
It was growing and we picked it.
You're passing the farm on the way to work sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then of course, turtle soup. Such a classic New Orleans dish, so popular for Reveillon. We made a really, really great version of that. We're doing an aged sherry vinegar over the top and a local egg, just slightly poached in the turtle soup. It's really decadent and rich and beautiful. And then of course, duck. I feel like duck is such a classic holiday
Yes.
New Orleans dish, especially around Christmas time. So we did a sugarcane lacquered duck where we take a whole duck and we poach it in syrup with sugarcane and with water, and then we roast it in the oven until all of the sugars in the sugarcane really caramelize. And when the duck comes out of the oven, it looks so dark, like it's almost burned, but it's the sweetest, most delicious flavor. And so that's one of our, I think, our signature dishes for Reveillon this year.
Do you have, how would you describe, besides Reveillon, just the menu for someone who hasn't come to Miss River yet?
Yes.
How would you describe the cuisine?
Well, you know, one thing we've worked really hard on is to pull inspiration from so many of the places we admire in the city. And we wanted to create a grand dining experience, one that could really only exist in New Orleans. So we're doing all the New Orleans classics, and we're just trying to do them on a level that is the best that we can possibly do. So imagine barbecue shrimp, biscuits made with fresh whole milled wheat. Imagine oyster stew and soft shell crab and fried chicken, but not just any fried chicken. We're frying the whole chicken and we're carving it at the chef stage in front of all the customers. And just these dishes that can only exist here. Daubage cake,
Yeah.
the things that we love, crab au gratin, crab ravigote. We're doing big seafood displays with shrimp remoulade, and
I tell you what.
and it's just been so much fun.
So everybody needs to come on in just for a tease
Yeah.
and have Reveillon. So
Yes.
gentlemen, for the holidays, thank you for all your hard work. All
Happy
right?
holidays.
Gang, come and celebrate at Miss River Reveillon this year. For WWL-TV, I'm Chef Kevin Belton, and happy holidays.
Boy, that duck looked amazing. Reveillon dinner specials are happening at a number of restaurants all across the city now through Christmas. If you'd like to link to the restaurants participating, because you're definitely going to want to go to some of those, you can go to our website, WWLTV.com. Just click on the links tab.